Cut a bit
Continue
out.
for now. Yeah. No.
What? No.
Just no.
Sound like Ben.
What else have we not talked about recently that's happened to us?
We had a huge discussion in the first rendition of this episode.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do on that.
2 weeks ago.
We could do like a
Yeah.
spin-off version of that.
Yeah, kind of explain the basis because we didn't fully complete what we were saying.
It was about suffering.
Yeah.
I saw this reel ages ago. Some guy asked the guru, why does God make suffering in this world? And the guru gave this explanation, which like I don't really agree with, or I found confusing.
Who was the guru? Do you know?
I have no clue who he is. It's one of the reels that you sent on the group chat.
Was it me?
One of you
Yeah,
guys.
it was you.
It's crazy.
He said like, God makes the strongest people suffer so they can deal with it and give those teachings to like the weaklings.
Is
and,
that a
like,
fair
make them
thing
suffer.
though?
No,
I don't
weaklings.
find that-
Don't say weaklings because that's not what he said, innit?
No, he didn't say weaklings, but that's what he basically implied. He said the
No,
strongest.
but you have to use his exact words.
He
didn't say
said the
weaklings.
strongest like have to like do the suffering. They have to deal with it. They get the knowledge from it and they
And that
pass it to
teaches
everyone.
the
Yeah.
people who are
That's
not
not
as
fair.
knowledgeable.
Yeah, actually.
I think that's still
That's not unfair because you can argue that Krishna went through the same thing. He had to suffer. He's now a strong
Suffered
man.
10 times more.
and
than
then
we
he's
suffered.
now explaining
But
to everyone else.
why suffer? If God really loves us, He could just make this perfect world where there's no suffering.
Mm. But like, there's a point to this creation in the first place, and that would defeat the point.
What is it?
Because one of the main points is like we're in this reincarnation thing because of our desire for like material stuff, and Krishna wants us to remove that desire. What would be the point if he gave us perfect material thing, no problems?
So
and
are you
everything?
saying that the purpose of life is to have problems?
No,
You
not
don't
the
have-
purpose
Nah.
of not to
To
have
deal with
problems,
the problems.
to escape materialism. Purpose
know
of your
the-
whole thing.
That desire of materialism. Why did God create us with that desire?
Yeah. Why did we even get...
I don't know too much about that. I need to look into that because that's something
Yeah,
I'm
we
curious
can look
about.
into
But
that.
like, if we just assume that point,
Mm.
moving from there, it's not to suffer, but we're here to realize that that's not what we want. Material world is not what we want.
Because I'm trying to think that if you could have two lives, one with suffering, one without suffering, why not just choose the one without suffering? Why did he
we're not
choose
having
to-
the option to choose.
I know we don't have the option, but I'm
No,
saying, why
we
did
do and we don't.
We got put into the suffering thing, but then we can now choose if we want to reach the optimal state, which is being with Krishna,
Mm.
or
I'm
continue suffering with the material
I'm
state
saying
of being.
when they first decided to put us into these two worlds, why put us
These
into,
two worlds.
No, either one of these.
As in
worlds.
suffering, non-suffering.
Suffering or non-suffering.
There's only what? There's two different.
He didn't
worlds?
choose like okay,
Yeah.
there's this box.
So then, what do you mean by the two worlds?
No, nothing about two
When
worlds.
did, he never said
He
two
never
worlds.
said
I thought you guys were saying that if you had the option.
No,
to
I'm
choose-
saying why?
Theoretically,
Why did
theoretically.
he not? Theoretically.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why didn't he not just create the world
this
that we're
world.
all in right now? Perfect. No suffering, no nothing.
Okay, yeah. So why didn't he do that then?
So because we wanted to be in the material world, and he realized that that's not a good thing.
So
That's not-
we chose to be what?
we desired and we
Yeah.
asked to be in this place.
But couldn't God just...
And
He
for
did.
us to realize that it's a higher purpose and more positivity to be with him, we experience suffering here to realize that this is not what we truly want.
So we can go back.
So we
to
know
the-
that it's bad because
Mm.
otherwise it's going to take some time for you to know.
I'm confused on the
Yeah,
material.
go on.
Okay, wait. So we didn't choose to be in this world. We just got put in it, right?
No, we asked, we begged. According to
Yeah.
Prabhupada, I think there's a video. He was like, we begged and we begged
So we begged to be in this world,
to be in a material world.
be in a material world.
Yeah.
So that's the only world there
Because
is.
we're naturally spiritual and
Yeah.
we got plopped into this because we asked to.
Okay, so there's no other worlds. It's just this materialistic world. That's the only
It's
world.
in multiverse. So
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So in this one, sure, materialism and everything's there, but why have this other side of suffering and other side of non-suffering? So what I mean by that is that materialistic stuff will be like this table will be here, everything will be there. But when I'm saying suffering, I mean like death. No, not death, but like emotional baggage, that kind of thing. Why is that there? Because that's not really materialistic in my eyes. I don't know, maybe that's wrong, but
So that is for
Emotional
you to
suffering.
realize.
yeah.
That is because that's what's going to make you change. Like if you emotionally suffer, if something makes you happy emotionally, you're going to do more of that thing. If something makes you sad, you're going to do less of that thing.
So
Or
it's-
if you have control.
It's like realizing that sadness, so then you realize God's greatness, so
Yeah.
you can go back.
Plus, like the soul can experience stuff, innit? By its nature, it can feel this. So by its nature, it can feel stuff, but he just made it so that we suffer in this world, so you can learn, experience him, and also just learn in general in life Just if we look strictly in the material world, like when you fail an exam, you're more likely. I'm not saying you will, but you're more likely to pattern up next time. Or if something bad happens to you, in the short run it might be terrible. In the long run, it's beautiful. Like for example, when I did my 11 plus, I didn't get into like the main school I wanted. So then we ended up moving here, and I got into here. It's like I don't know what that path would have been if I got into that school.
Yeah, but you
So
got-
at that
But you don't
moment,
know
I
if
could
that'd
see
be bad
it.
or good though.
Exactly. At that point, I would think it's bad that I didn't get in.
Yeah.
because
What the hell I spat. At that point, I would think, oh, what, this is such bad karma. Why have I not got into this? Now I have to go to this place. But you never know the final outcome.
well, it's a good thing you came here because you met these man.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
therefore, it's a blessing.
Bro said these man. Are
So
you not
God
part
always
of
has a
this,
plan.
I
man?
don't go to Alpha Grammar though.
No, but
I'm
Neither
saying
do
I
I.
still,
No. If he came to this in like community, that's how we met. All of us.
True. So God already planned this out before.
Yeah.
So,
that's why, like.
so
you
he
should
knew
plan
that
it.
we are gonna start this podcast time ago, and he just letting it brew.
So wait, does that mean free will does not exist then?
No, because then if you're meant to learn, how can you learn without not having free will? Without
English is
having
not
free will.
Englishing, what?
Okay,
English is
if you're meant to
free
learn,
Yeah.
okay, student's doing an exam. He's got a biology exam. He needs to learn for that exam. Yeah? What is the point of the exam? Let's say it's an entrance exam to something. What is the point of the exam if the teacher's just controlling his mind to do it? It's not an entrance exam. It's like Oxford doing, okay, I'll control your mind during the Oxford entrance
because
exam.
No, you know, let's use your 11 plus example, right? You didn't get into the main school you wanted, so you came here. That was God's plan. He's saying, okay, we're not going to get this guy, no matter how hard he works or whatever, not to go to his main school, just move to here. So the same situation for this biology thing is, maybe they're not the teachers, whatever, but I'm saying God said, okay, you can work as hard as you want. You're not going to this school.
Yeah,
It's
there's some
basically-
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Some stuff that is
So-
set.
So
I
to an
agree.
extent, there is
Yeah.
determinism.
Depending on, but
So
some
I
of it-
agree with him saying there's no free will.
So there is free
No,
will
but
in.
I'd
the-
say there is.
if you're
free
looking
will.
in the long term, because those factors we depended on a few things. One is your karma, which is dependent on your previous life actions. So therefore, it is still free will. It just happened because of something you did previously that you can't perceive.
You willed that to happen in the past life.
Previous thing, but just
And
because
you're
you
dealing
can't
with
perceive
it.
that now, it looks like it's
Fair.
done.
Oh, so
and
in-
plus, it's Krishna's decision. Like if he thinks that this is the best thing for you, it's his choice because he's trying to optimize it for you. Because of course, we're our souls. We're not as good as him. He'll make better decisions than us.
So he'll lay
But
out
it- so-
paths.
but if
it's
and
his
we
choice-
will
Yeah.
to take.
And
each
then there's
path.
still free will in this life by itself.
But if it's his choice, that's not free will though, is it?
No, but for some elements it is, some elements it isn't.
So where's the differentiation? Where's the differentiation?
That's for him to decide.
That's where he decides.
I think
Yeah.
in major things like your family.
Could you say that
Your
we had the
school-
free will in the first place, but Krishna? So we had the free will, and we were going into a path, but Krishna corrected that path because he knew it was wrong. Could you say that?
I think so.
But then why does he let some people go down that path?
Like for example, like why do you let Ravana continuously make mistakes?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like God level kind of stuff. He can't control other gods, can he? So
Ravana's
not God, but like supernatural. Like, as in, I'm saying like
Okay, let's say this bad guy.
Really bad guy.
He
Bad
killed
guy.
a bunch of people. This murderer. Why did
Yeah.
Krishna allow it?
Yeah.
I think Krishna would have given his chances in the same way he gave to Duryodhan before the Kurukshetra war. He gives him chances again and again. There's one famous photo where Duryodhan gets like the biggest chance, but he still errs. Like he's giving a jiva, which is a soul, another possible chance as much as possible. But at some point, you have to face your actions. You have to do your actions, and then at the end of the day, your karma will bite you in the ass eventually. So like even if that murderer he killed so many people in this one lifetime, of course, has so much negative impact, but he will face that eventually in his next.
But
Or
to
in-
all the people he killed,
Yeah.
what about those
For
innocent
the people,
souls?
okay, they're innocent, but everyone has karmas pending. It's like if I slap you, it was all, even though it was my action to slap you, that I get bad karma for doing that. It was also removal of your own bad karma.
How?
So his
that's-
action.
Isn't you paid for it? Like you were destined
Oh,
to.
I paid for the karma.
so if I slap you now, you basically got paid to get slapped.
So I paid for the karma.
Yes, I know. It depends on the impact. I don't know specifically, but like
I
they
said
got
my
their
karma's done.
Yeah, exactly. They got like Beer they said like any pain is removal of karma, even if it's a little bit. Any pain, any negative experience. In the same way, these people die, but it was their karma to die. So at the end of the day, it's still linked to them. Of course, it is sad if we look strictly at this one lifetime.
It's like karma quantifiable. Can you like measure?
I don't know.
I guess you can say in
But that's
terms
all
of
crazy stuff,
the punishment you got, no? Say it's like a small cut. That's not deep.
Oh, so getting killed, that means you're.
Yeah,
having a
maybe
lot of
maybe you
karma.
had like
Good
bad
karma. We're born as a human.
Yeah.
That's a good sign that your karma is looking pretty good. We're born to have access to the Gita.
is
That
the
is an
human the
extremely.
If like, I'm sorry, but saying that being born as a human is a good karma, but being born as like a pig is bad karma. But like God still loves all like
Yeah.
animals. And
It's
why are we
bad karma in the sense
differentiating?
of like trying to achieve moksha is ways to achieve moksha via being human. You're more conscious. You have access to stuff. Like a pig can't come and read the Gita.
But isn't
Okay,
it
so
like
I've got a
easier
question.
for like a pig to
No,
because they don't have
because
as much tasks?
It's no, because
Yeah,
it'll be
but maybe
relative
they
to
do.
your mind.
So okay, I've got a
So
question.
pig's hardest task might be easy for a human, but it's because it's relative to your mind here. Like a pig can't know if I walk in this angle, I can get away from the predator. You just do natural instinct stuff.
It relates to that thing that you took. The story with Krishna seeing the ant walking for years.
Yeah, this one's a crazy one. Did I tell you, boys? When Krishna was in Dwaraka, I think he was in the kingdom, and he was just looking at an ant on a table.
He's walking for hours.
Hurry the goat told me this, of course.
Okay.
He doesn't know if the story's
Did you
true,
see
but
that?
Yeah, that's what I saw. I don't know what the hell that was.
he doesn't know if the story's true, but he just heard it somewhere. He was like, Krishna was looking at this ant, and everyone started bugging out, like, why is Krishna just staring at this ant? And then they asked him, and he was like, this ant isn't any old ant. This ant has been Brahma 4 times, and he just keeps making some mistakes that causes him to be still stuck in the material cycle.
I remember you telling me this.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Okay, I've got a question.
So even the slights of mistake can revert your chance of being.
Well, you don't know what mistake was made.
Yeah,
If you
but
made a huge mistake.
even no, I'm
most
just saying,
mistakes.
even the smallest of mistakes, like you put the pencil in the wrong place,
I
maybe.
don't think,
And then you
how is
become
that
an
gonna
ant.
have impact? Why is
No,
that
no,
going to have
but
an
like-
impact?
Okay, could you turn from a? So in this life, you were born as a human, so the ultimate form in a way to reach moksha.
I think you
the
still
best-
can achieve as like other animals. Though. I don't
Wait,
know.
do you mean Brahma or Brahman?
Brahma,
Brahma.
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 How does that work?
universe creator.
Like, how does he become Brahma from?
As in, like some gods, well, most gods are also souls, but just elevated from via your bhakti.
Or are they still fighting to reach the main divine?
Yeah, they're still not fighting, but like, they're still
Still
trying to achieve like the
achieving.
ultimate moksha. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
So we have a chance to become like Brahma.
Yeah, I'm
Shiva
pretty
or
sure. But you have to
something.
be incredible. Like apparently, our Brahma in this universe is like a really, really amazing Brahma. As in, like he's done amazing stuff in his previous lifetimes.
in order to become Brahma.
Apparently, we started at some high levels of that as well, and we ended up getting to this.
And then we're fighting our way back to go up there.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you gonna say?
So, yeah, what was my question? Okay. So the question was, you said, if you are a human or an animal, you're closer to moksha, depending on that way.
Well, yes and no. Like it's like, for example, Krishna can maybe make you an ant. I don't know for sure. Like maybe make you an ant. You've got a small little bit of karma to clear. He helps you to clear it as an ant, and then you're done. Like let's say you have a little bit left. Maybe you don't need to become a human. You need to become a fly, and you get rid of that karma.
So Krishna can choose what you become to.
I'm pretty sure.
So he
So, like,
chooses
we
the.
don't have the will then.
That's what I was gonna say.
Isn't-
If he can choose what you be to like get rid of your
Mm.
karma and everything, where's the free will in that then?
Yeah, but
So,
you.
yeah, but you've basically
No, because you have
hinted
your
at
karma.
becoming that because of your actions.
No, but you have your karma. For example, like say something happens this life, he gets to choose how I live my next life to reduce the karma or increase it
Yes.
in whatever way.
Yeah.
So,
But
in
you
that
make the
sense-
decisions within that life.
but no. So for example, okay, say I live this life now, in my next life I'll be an ant. The example, I just need to die to get rid of a little bit of karma, whatever. Yeah. So in that sense, he just wants me to die quicker, so I get rid of karma and I go to a higher place. In that sense, where is the free will? Because he's chosen everything.
Because
for me.
like that ant still has decisions to make.
Such
Or
as-
he could
But he
make
wants
sure
me to
that
die,
give him
basically.
karma.
That's
In
why
a
he-
human, let's say if you even becoming a human, you have still decisions to make. Of course, he wants you to clear a certain amount of karma. Especially, it changes depending if you're a bhakti. If you're a bhakti, then it changes so many variables, because then you've acknowledged him. But like if we're looking at the normal thing, he's trying to optimize it, give you the best route, but you still have choices to make because he can't just do the whole moksha thing for you. What's the point? Why did he put
That's
it
what
in
I'm
for
trying
you?
to say. Like, where I know I get your point, but I'm just saying
Some
that-
major things are fixed.
Yeah.
But you still have free will. Like I have free will to pray to Krishna, and that is my responsibility.
So your storyline's fixed, but you just
Some
how
key
you live
elements are
with it.
fixed, but I think there can be changes. Of course, exceptions.
So
like,
it's like,
like becoming a bhakti can change everything, like completely everything. You can control of majority of the things.
let's say you become the ant, yeah, but you still do something bad, and your karma just adds on.
Well then, yeah. Well,
So,
for example,
he's
Brahma.
still in the
Like Krishna
cycle.
Krishna didn't want that Brahma to become an ant again. He gave probably millions of chances to the ant, and he,
Oh wait, so the Brahma made a mistake.
or along the way. Or I'm guessing if the Brahma has to go down eventually,
But like to be Brahma, you have to be an amazing person. Though.
or the material world's strong in it.
So even Brahma is like attracted by Maya.
Well, yeah,
They're all souls at the end of the day. They're fighting their way to reach the higher purpose as well.
Mm.
But could you say you have free will after birth but before death, but in between you don't?
I don't know about
Say that again?
between-
So you have
in
free will
between lives.
after birth. So as soon as you're born, you have free will. Before you die, you have free will. But in between the decision making of you in your next life, where you're gonna be, you have no free will. Because then Krishna says that.
I think maybe just instant. Maybe it's instant. For example, he will choose the best possible route. So
For
he'll say,
everyone.
okay, because you made this thing, you ate like a pig in your life. Okay, you become a pig in your next lifetime. That's one of the famous ones people use.
So it can be the smallest of things.
I've seen that picture in the Gita.
Yeah. I think it's in As It Is.
Mm.
So then,
So it's all optimized. He's making the best decision because, of course, he knows.
Can you just check one more time? I'm scared the water thing is back.
Okay, I don't even want to look at his face, brother. I'm gonna look at your man's face.
Okay, he gave that stupid expression with his eyebrows up again.
So are we gonna cut this part out, or?
No,
Nah,
we're
we're chill, we're chill, we're
We're
chill.
just stressed about the thing. We'll see. But yeah, is that cleared?
Yeah.
Because I've
Kind of.
it's
still-
a huge topic. Like,
There's
I don't.
still one question I need
I don't
to
expect
answer.
it to be cleared.
We can go into the
Yeah.
like when you do it properly. we can go
Once
into
you
more
have the question to why God made us with desire.
I think because we just have abilities in the first place. Like God didn't make you restricted. You used to have abilities.
So God.
You're still allowed to think. It's not like God said you can't think about this. Your soul, you're part and parcel of Him. So you still have like choices.
So
you're
then
still-
he
you're
set
still
us
an
up.
individual
He
soul.
set us up for failure. Then if he's
No,
making
your
us
choices. Your
choose the bad.
No, but okay, in that case, you wouldn't have free will.
So he made us in a way where we can choose our own actions.
Yeah.
So there was free will
So,
from
like,
the very
as a
beginning.
soul, you have you're powerful. You can do what you want.
What
But, like,
influences
of
our
course.
actions?
Nature and nurture both.
There's so many things.